see you again in your nice frock. Hello and welcome to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Now, do you get sick of your boss bombarding you with awkward questions like, how can we make more profit? What time do you call this? Well, answer just 12 of my questions and you can tell the boss exactly where he can stick his job. Already heading in the right direction is Annette Bartley from North Wales. She's an independent healthcare consultant. She's been married for 18 years to the long-suffering and wonderful Sean. Her description, not ours. He's here again up in the audience. Is there no end to his suffering? They have two kids, 16-year-old Emma and Oliver, who's 11. Annette says she'd like to do more travelling, naming Fiji and New Zealand as places on a wish list for family holidays. And a really big win might mean a bigger house.
Yeah.
How are you? Welcome back.
Thank you very much.
How's it been? Waiting?
Oh, it's been a long week.
What are the family sort of?
Oh, very excited, especially the children. And my mother-in-law would like me to give her a special.
What are you doing now? What was that?
A wave.
Was that the wave? Well, do a proper one. What's her name?
Margaret.
Margaret. Oh, then do a proper one over my shoulder. Go on.
Hello, Margaret. No, she didn't want a wave from me. She wanted one from you.
I don't know her.
Oh, right, well.
OK.
Humour me.
Hello. You're not helping, are you? Hello, Margaret.
I'm not forgetting all my family as well.
Hello, all her family as well.
And my friends and my neighbours. No,
You
it's
know.
OK.
When the klaxon sounded at the end of the last show, Annette had already reached £2,000 and she has 2 lifelines left to use. She can still go 50-50 and she can phone a friend. So how much further can she go? Well, we're about to find out. Annette, lots of luck. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? So, this is where we were. Question number 4 is for £5,000. Here it comes. When Coronation Street began in 1960, who was the landlady of the Rover's Return? Elsie Tanner, Minnie Caldwell, Ina Sharples, Annie Walker. Now, I know you're too young, Annette, but...
Not that young. Annie Walker springs to mind. I think Elsie Tanner, I think she actually worked for Annie Walker, and Minnie and Ina used to sit at a little table having a gossip, so I think it's Annie Walker.
Final answer.
Final answer.
Welcome back. You've just won £5,000. You've been to New Zealand, you want to go back?
Yeah.
Lovely part of the world.
Beautiful.
Stunning.
Absolutely beautiful.
And Bora Bora is just a dream.
Yeah, I've always wanted to go to Bora Bora. Don't know why, but it sounds good.
Any advice from the long-suffering, wonderful husband on this?
Well, he's been very generous. He just says, you know, take the money and run. He just said, if you don't know it, you know, don't worry.
He's marvellous, isn't he? Look at him, bless him.
Yeah.
Right, you have £5,000 at this moment. You are 3 away from 50,000. You're 8 away from $1 million. You've got a 50-50, you've got to phone a friend. This is question number 5 for £10,000. Here it comes. What is the profession of Paul McCartney's daughter, Mary? Dancer, chef, photographer, architect.
I think I know this. Because I know Stella is, his daughter is a fashion designer, but I think Mary is a photographer.
Is that your final answer?
Final answer.
Not a chef.
No.
You've just won £10,000. Right, you had £10,000. Question number 6 is for £20,000. You still have those 2 lifelines. Have a look, tell me what you want to do. Jane Austen was born in which English county where she also died? Dorset, Somerset, Hampshire, Cornwall.
I've read Jane Austen's books, but I don't know much about where she died, or was where she was born, for that matter. I know. Let me think this one through.
Yeah, take your time.
I think it's something with a set at the end, but I'm not 100%.
Something with a set at the end? Oh.
But I'm not 100% sure at all, so I think I'm probably going to have to use a lifeline. I think I'll phone my sister, Geraldine.
Younger or older?
She's my older sister.
Very intelligent member of the family?
I hope so. As we find out. No, she is.
I hope so. Right, she's called Geraldine.
Geraldine.
Where's she, North Wales?
She's in North Wales.
OK, we'll phone her. Do you want me to tell her it's worth £20,000?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, go on.
Just to make her sweat.
Exactly. Why not? OK, tell her the question, 4 possible answers. You've still got a 50-50. You can use that as well. And you could still take the money.
Hello.
Okay.
Geraldine!
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello!
Annette is on in the chair.
Yes. Now, so you're Geraldine.
I'm Geraldine.
The slightly older sister.
Very slightly older.
Yeah. What was she like as a growing up sister? Was she horrible?
She had a moment.
Thanks, Geraldine.
Right, Geraldine, serious business. It's worth £20,000.
20,000.
OK, and I'm sure there's a drink in it for a sister.
Right.
Next voice you hear will be Annette's.
Yeah.
She'll tell you the question. There are still 4 possible answers, and as I say, one of them is worth £20,000. All right, my darling?
Right.
Right. Annette, fingers crossed, 30 seconds, your time starts now.
Hi, Geraldine. Jane Austen was born in which English county where she also died? Dorset, Somerset, Hampshire, Cornwall.
I think it's Hampshire.
How certain are you?
I would say 75%. 70%. You know, I wouldn't like to be 100%, but if you're going to go for it, it would be. I think it would be Hampshire.
Hampshire.
But
Okay.
I don't. You know, it's yours.
Thank you.
So you said it's one of the 2 ending in set.
Yeah. That was no good, was it? That was...
Well, you don't know.
No, that's true. So maybe I should use a 50-50. So she was 75% sure, wasn't she?
Yes.
And ironically, when I asked the audience before, they were 75% sure.
That was the last show. It was a different
It
audience.
was, you're right, yeah.
What is it?
But it's a lot to lose as well, isn't it? Oh, my God.
You
Decisions.
lose 9,000. It's worth 20 grand.
Yeah.
You've got 1 lifeline.
So I think I'll use the lifeline.
OK, right.
50-50.
Yep. Right, computer, take away 2 random wrong answers. Leave Annette the right answer and the 1 remaining wrong answer. Hampshire and Cornwall.
Well, Hampshire's there.
Somerset and Dorset.
No.
A bit were gone.
It's blonde. I think I'll go with Geraldine. I should have trusted her, shouldn't I? And I hope it's the right answer, but I'll go with C, Hampshire.
Final answer.
Final answer, Chris.
No going back. So is your day about to get better or worse? Find out after the break. Don't go away. Welcome back to the second part of tonight. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Where Annette Bartley is biting her nails to the quick, wondering whether she did the right thing by going with her sister's answer to this question. Jane Austen was born in which English county where she also died? Annette thought it was either Somerset or Dorset. They went. Sister Geraldine said Hampshire. Annette went for Hampshire. You just won £20,000. Oh no! Right now, before we go any further, it's time for one of you to earn £1,000 from your favourite armchair with our viewers' competition. If you haven't got a favourite armchair, it sounds like you could do with £1,000. This is tonight's question. Where do Punch and Judy shows and donkey rides traditionally take place? A, on village greens, B, at the seaside, C, in Trafalgar Square, or D, at the circus? All you have to do is text GAME, G-A-M-E, and your answer, A, B, C or D, to 84644, or you can give us a call, 09012 93 1000. As always, is that phone line. Players must be 16 or over. Sorry, kids, it's the law, and the lines will close towards the end of this show. For full term and conditions, go to www.atv.com/millionaire. Right. Now, back to Annette, who's currently now on £20,000. Ooh, how'd you feel?
Lifelineless.
Well, yes. Yes, there is that, but
Yeah,
£20,000 plus is... You can obviously take £20,000, or you can have a look at question number 7 and play. And if you give me the right answer to that, you would leave here with at least £50,000. That would be the guaranteed minimum you'd go back to North Wales with. OK, so have a look. You have no lifelines, but this is question number 7. It's worth £50,000. Here it comes. Who directed the Leonardo DiCaprio film Catch Me If You Can? Rob Marshall, Peter Jackson, Steven Spielberg, Alan Parker. You see the film?
No. It's not very helpful, is it?
Good film.
None of I don't recognise, apart from Steven Spielberg, I don't recognise the other names, so that's not a very good sign, is it? Leonardo DiCaprio. It would be a guess.
What would you guess?
You know, it would be kind of, you know, one of those guesses.
Wibble, dibble, dibble, wibble.
Dibble, dibble, yeah. So it could be any of them. I'm not sure about Spielberg. He does all kinds of different weird things, doesn't he? So it could very well be him. But I haven't even heard of the other 3. So it would be a total guess. And I don't think I'm that brave. No, Chris, I don't know the answer. So I think I'm going to have to take the money.
Don't say it like that. Oh, I'm going to have to take 20 grand. Oh, what a shame.
No, I'm happy to take the money.
Tax-free?
Yeah.
Final answer, I'm going to take the money.
Final answer, Chris.
OK, give her a big hand. She goes away with £20,000. Husband Sean, the long-suffering, wonderful husband Sean, thinks the answer is D, Alan Parker. Frankly, the man's a fool. The right answer was Spielberg.
Oh, right. Yeah, I
oh,
said
well,
it was
you're
a bit...
going, oh.
Yeah.
But as you said, if you didn't know, and you would have hated.
I would have.
Because you've been so good to go away having lost 19 grand would be a bit. I think you did the right thing. She goes away with £20,000. Bless her, my darling. Safe journey back to North Wales. Really nice to meet you. Take care. God bless. Enjoy that. So she goes scampering back to North Wales, £20,000 better off. Right, here we go again. 10 brand new hopefuls who were selected during our recent nationwide auditions. They all convinced us they want to be a millionaire. Will any of them achieve their dream tonight? Let's find out. Let's meet them. They are James Hunt from County Down, Sally Budd from West Sussex, Chi Wai Lau from Glasgow, Trudy Castro from Northumberland, Louis Spence from Teesside, George Lilly from Ceredigion, Alan Rowney from West Yorkshire, Bernice Britton from Bristol, Darren Day from Essex, Pat Collard from East Yorkshire. For some reason, Pat's waving double-handed. I don't know why. In order for one of tonight's top 10 to take their place in our famous chair, we have one question. As always, it'll have 4 answers, only one correct order. So here we go, guys. Fastest finger first. Let's find out who can arrive at that correct order in the shortest possible time. No distraction, please, from the audience at this point. They need to concentrate. Here comes their first question. Put these British geographical features in order from north to south. Lizard Point, Loch Ness, Norfolk Broad, Salisbury Plain. Trying to tell by their faces how they think they've done. Not sure. Let's have a look. This is the right order. Fairly straightforward. Loch Ness up the top in Scotland. Norfolk Broad's across in East Anglia, Salisbury in Wiltshire, Salisbury Plain, and then Lizard Point down in Cornwall. So that's the right order. Now, out of 10, I don't think from their faces 10 got it right. These got it right. Not that many. Who was fastest? Pat Collard in 5.01 seconds. You see the double-handed wave? Woo! Kind of spooky. Oh, look, you're not supposed to just come up and give me a cuddle. We have a show to do. It's very pleasant, but... Want to play for £1 million while you're here? Yes, please, Christopher, that would be delightful.
All right.
OK, then. Come on, let's do it. Right, this is Pat Collard. She was born in Scotland and has had 23 different homes since then, in locations both in the UK and abroad. She's settled, for the moment at least, in Brough in East Yorkshire to be nearer to her grandchildren. She retired recently, but her entire career was in education, starting out as an infant teacher and ending up as the director of a basic skills agency. Pat's nomadic tendencies have been shared for 39 years by her husband Mick, who of course has travelled with her here this evening. They have 2 grown-up sons, they have 5 grandchildren. If Pat does do really well on the show, she said she'd like to take Mick to Antarctica. It's probably the only place they'd never lived. And she'd love to throw a huge, lavish party to celebrate their ruby wedding next year. So, loads to talk about. But let's make a bit of a start first. As always, 12 correct answers. Give me 12 correct answers, I write a cheque for £1 million. It really is as simple as that. There are, of course, no trick questions, but if there is the odd one that hits a bit of a blind spot, there's always those 3 comforting lifelines to help. We've got 50-50, we can phone a friend, and we can ask this rather weird-looking audience. Right, lots of luck. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Right, question number 1. £500, here it comes. Which fictional character is most associated with vodka martini cocktails? A. Bertie Wooster. B. Hercule Poirot. C. James Bond. D. Mr. Darcy.
Do you know, when you sit here, the things that are incredibly simple when you sit there or at home, your brain, my brain...
I've never sat there, I always sit here.
No. Would you like to try?
No.
No. Okay. Now, hold on. Vodka martini cocktails, that's like steak and not shirred.
I beg your pardon? have you been taking the vodka martini cocktails? I think we're going to get there, but I just want to enjoy the ride.
James Bond.
Final answer?
Yes.
It's the right answer. You got £500. Right, Pat, last point at which you could go home with nothing. Be positive, it will not happen. It has not happened on the show for a very long time. Question number 2 will guarantee you £1,000. OK, right, here it comes. In sport, what name is given to a match held in honour of and to raise money for a particular player? Temporal, temperamental, testimonial, territorial.
Testimonial.
You're sounding very confident now.
I think I know that one.
I think you know that one. You got £1,000. Here we go. Are you calmer now?
No.
No, you're not calm now at all. OK, silly me. I thought you might be. You got £1,000 guaranteed. That's OK. Yours is an extraordinary story. You were born in Scotland, and then you lived in 23 different places since then.
I actually lived in 23 homes before I left home at 18. It was my parents that kept moving.
Or were they bank robbers?
We never paid any bills. No, it wasn't.
Why did you keep moving?
Father was in the services and I suppose had the wanderlust, but was also convinced that the next place would always be the right one.
And now you're in Yorkshire.
Yes.
You got £1,000. That's just fascinating. I've never met anybody who had 23 homes before they were 10 or whatever. You have £1,000. Question number 3 is for £2,000. You have all 3 lifelines. Here it comes. Which character from Sex and the City is played by Kim Cattrall? Carrie, Charlotte, Miranda, Samantha.
OK, confession time. I've never watched Sex and the City, much to the horror probably of many people in the audience. But I hope those same horrified people have, because I'm going to ask them to help me with this one.
Well, that's good. And it's probably the sort of thing that they'll know.
Well, I'm hoping so.
So am I. OK, right, audience. This is the question. First lifeline Pat's needed. It's for £2,000. All on your keypads, please. A, B, C or D. Which character from Sex and the City is played by Kim Cattrall? A, on your keypads, is Carrie. B is Charlotte. C is Miranda. D, Samantha. All vote now. 86% say Samantha, 5% Carrie, 3% Charlotte, 6% Miranda. Thing is, if you've never seen it, you haven't really got a clue, have you?
Not a clue, you would be correct.
And you've got to trust 199 strangers and Mick.
Yes. And I've got to trust that the 14% that haven't voted for Samantha know as little as I do.
Yes.
OK, D, Samantha.
Final answer.
Final answer.
Have you ever trusted a whole room of strangers with £2,000 before?
No.
It's OK, they're right. You've got £2,000. You have £2,000. Feel good?
Thank you. Yes, I still don't really believe I'm sitting here.
You really are sitting here.
I'm still thinking it's last night and it's, you know, the middle of the night, and I'm dreaming that actually when I got here, I
Do you want me to come around and pinch you a bit?
No,
Okay.
thank you.
Nothing else. Why Antarctica? I mean, we said it's the only place you haven't been. It probably is.
Well, no, but the scenery must be wonderful. It's very expensive to go there. It's not actually a cheap holiday that you can do.
Well, is it? I mean, I've no idea.
Yes, I mean, the best way seems to be to go on a cruise, and it is an expensive cruise. I mean, we looked at it for my 60th birthday in February this year.
Your 16th.
And we decided that, you know, it was just pushing the boat out too far.
No, they'll do that.
Yes, so we've held it in abeyance for something special happening.
And you've got your big Ruby wedding coming up. Because your original wedding was quite a small
It was
affair.
a very small affair, as things were in 1970. People didn't do the grand weddings that they do now with the daytime and the evening and everything. I mean, it was a lovely wedding, but a very small one. And yes, we'd like to have a big party next year.
Well, I hope you do. You're a great family. You have £2,000. You have 2 lifelines. Question number 4 is for £5,000. Here it comes. In which country is the site of the Battle of Arnhem? Czech Republic, Germany, Italy, Netherlands.
I don't do geography, really.
I mean, don't do geography. You've travelled around the world.
Yes, I know, but I never know where I am.
Ah.
Which country is the site of the Battle of Arnhem? Not there.
What's your inclination?
Well, I'm kind of doing kind of drawn to Netherlands, and then I'm sort of dithering with Germany. Wouldn't rule out Italy.
Yes, it might be Czech Republic.
No, I've ruled them out.
Okay.
Be funny if... No, it wouldn't be funny if it was...
Wouldn't be funny at all.
Can I go 50-50 as a starting point,
You can.
please?
Right, computer, take away 2 random wrong answers. Leave Pat the right answer and the one remaining wrong answer.
Oh, bother.
What do you mean, oh bother?
Well, that should be good, shouldn't it?
Well, if your thinking process is good,
Yeah, but you can't
Then it's
always
very
rely
good.
on the thinking process. That's the trouble.
well, you kind of need to on this show.
Netherlands, D, final answer.
It's the right answer. You got £5,000. Fought in 1944. Well, now, Pat is at this moment on £5,000. She is 8 away from £1 million. She is 3 away from 50,000. She's actually 2 away from that trip for 2 to Antarctica. She still has a phone a friend. We'll take a break. Don't go away. Welcome back to the third part of tonight's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Don't forget, a very welcome £1,000 is still there for one of you who knows the answer to tonight's viewer's question. Give you a quick reminder. It's not too tricky. Where do Punch and Judy shows and donkey rides traditionally take place? A, on village greens, B, at the seaside, C, in Trafalgar Square, or D, at the circus? Text game and your answer, A, B, C or D, to 84644. Or phone us on 09012 931,000. Don't forget the lines will close towards the end of the show. Right, back to Pat. Pat Collard, who came on the show originally doing a double-handed wave. Don't see those very often. It seemed to work. She's currently on £5,000 and she's still got phone a friend. Question number 5 is for £10,000. You still have one lifeline. Here it comes. The towns of Kings Lynn and Diss are in which county? Norfolk, Suffolk, Kent, Hampshire.
Do you know, I've been there often.
And where were you?
That's the difficulty. I was either in Norfolk or Suffolk. This. Kings Lynn. Kings Lynn and Diss. See, I lived in Essex and you went up. They're in Norfolk, aren't they? Wait a minute. Kings Lynn and Diss are in Norfolk. Or Suffolk. No, they're not. They're in Norfolk. Final answer.
Why are you pulling a face like
Well,
that?
because they might be in Suffolk.
It's too late now. You said Norfolk. Final answer. You know once it goes to orange, you cannot
I
change
do.
your mind. You just won £10,000. Pat, you're getting there, but you're doing it the hard way, aren't you? You've got £10,000. You still have a phone a friend. I can't wait to be your friend. Oh, dear. Who have you got? Any good ones?
Our son, our big son,
he
is
good?
one of them.
Is he very bright?
He is very bright, but as well as that, he used to run pub quizzes, so he's got lots of trivia.
OK. Who else? Anyone else?
Well, three of his friends, and one of my friends.
Well, you may not need them for a while. Let's see. You have £10,000. Question number 6 is for £20,000. Here it comes. Which part of a piece of furniture is most likely to be described as cabriole? Drawer, leg, shelf, door. You're dying to tell me the answer, aren't you? I can tell by your face. I hope you're right.
So do I.
What is it?
Well, I think it's leg. Cabriole legs. They talk about.
Want to play?
Cabriole drawer, cabriole shelf, cabriole door. Don't be silly. Cabriole leg, final answer.
It's the right answer. You got £20,000. Mick's sitting up there. Look, don't look round, but Mick's sitting up there looking very proud.
Oh, is he?
Slightly bewildered, but proud. He once gave you a metal detector as a present.
He did.
He's just one big romantic, isn't he? Why did he buy you a metal detector?
Well, I wanted one.
What for?
I was going to say detecting metal, but then I thought better of it. Well, I thought it'd be really fun. You know, you see these people with these things on their ears going along like that,
Yes.
looking to see if they can find something really valuable.
Yes.
I thought that'd be fun.
And you did it?
No, I've never quite got round to it, but
What?
I will.
How long ago did you receive the metal detector?
But, well, 10 years or so.
Yes. You have £20,000. You have one lifeline. And question number 7 is for £50,000. OK, you can phone a friend. If you give me a wrong answer here, Pat, you would lose £19,000. I will warn you that you could use up your phone a friend and still walk away with £20,000. If you gave me a wrong answer, you lose 19 grand. If you give me the right answer, you don't have to play this. If you give me the right answer, you win at least £50,000 tonight, and that would be the minimum amount you would go home to Bruff with, OK? So it's a serious question. Question number 7 is worth £50,000. You have a phone a friend. Here it comes. What kind of creature is a tree creeper? Frog. Why are you looking at me like that?
Because I thought it was a frog.
It might be.
I know, but I thought that before it came up.
Frog. Bird. Beetle. Lizard.
Because it could be a lizard, couldn't it? Well, I mean, it could be a bird or a beetle, I appreciate that, but, I mean, even if it seemed like a frog, it could be a lizard, because they move kind of the same, don't they?
Frogs hop.
Well, no, they kind of, don't they, like lizard? No, I think, yeah.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Frogs, they hop.
We had one go across our drive the other day and it went like
Pat,
that.
it doesn't matter. There's 50 grand at
I
stake.
know.
You've got a phone a friend.
Hang on.
Right.
I think it's a frog.
You don't want to be wrong.
I don't.
You got a phone a friend who'd know? Why are you looking at me like that?
Well, you know, when you ask people, what are you good at? Oh, I'm good at sport, I'm good at football, I'm good at music. Nobody actually said I'm good at tree creepers.
No, they wouldn't, would they?
I think I better phone. Now, that kind of comes under trivia, doesn't it? The
Yeah.
kind of thing that Bob might know. I think we'll go for Bob, son Bob.
OK.
Yes, please.
Where's Bob? Bruff? No, Bob.
Yes, he is. He's a
Is he?
bruff. Yes,
Okay,
he is.
Right. Phone Bob, tell him the question, 4
Yeah.
possible answers. Should we tell him it's worth £50,000?
Yes, please.
Sharpen them
Focus
up.
the mind, yeah.
We'll focus them.
Hello.
Bob,
Yes.
Chris Tarrant here, good evening.
Hello, Chris.
How are you?
I'm okay, thank you.
Well, you know what we're doing? We're in the middle of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and I've got Mummy here.
Right.
It's not easy, is it?
No. How's she doing?
Well, she's doing very well. She's on £20,000. It does mean, Bob, you're under a certain amount of pressure, matey, because Mummy's question, or actually your answer, is worth 50 grand.
Right.
OK?
Okay, no
Right.
pressure then.
Serious business, all right, mate? There are still 4 possible answers. Your next voice will be your mum. She'll tell you the question, 4 possible answers. One of these is worth £50,000, OK?
Okay.
Pat, fingers crossed. Right, my darling, your time starts now.
Hi, Bob.
Hi, Mum.
What kind of creature is a tree creeper? Is it a frog, a bird, a beetle, or a lizard?
Read them out again.
A frog, a tree creeper.
Yeah.
Is it a frog, a bird, a beetle, or a lizard?
I'm pretty sure it's a bird.
A bird?
Yeah.
I thought it was a frog.
I'm 95% certain it's a bird.
A bird?
Yes.
Oh, Bob, have you done this in one of your quizzes? Doesn't make frog and lizard look good, that, does it?
Beetle's looking a bit sick.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we
Be
can
beetle.
rule out beetle.
Well, it could be.
Well, I ruled out bird.
Now, what do you do? As soon as it came up, you thought frog.
I did. Before it came up, I thought frog. I could see it climbing the tree.
It wasn't hopping, was it? Was it just going...
Yes.
kind of creeping? Then bird came up. No, not that. Then beetle came up. No, not that. Then lizard came up. Then you started... In fact...
It's the kind of thing he would have done on his trivia stuff, isn't it? He sounded sure, but then he does that. Yeah, I know, but he does that. A number of times in his 35 years he's been wrong and he sounded sure.
Good choice for phone a friend, then.
Yeah, I just don't know who else would have known that, though.
What kind of creature is a tree creeper? Frog, bird, beetle,
He
lizard?
sounded so sure.
If he's wrong, he's just cost Mummy
Yes, he has,
£19,000.
hasn't he? What's 19,000?
Well, it's a cruise to the Antarctic.
Well, it's all three of us going, isn't it? 19. B-bird. Final answer.
You know there is no going back. Your son thought it was bird. I will tell you that Mick up there thinks it's frog.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. And you thought it was frog before it even came on the screen. If you'd said frog...
Oh, no.
You would have just lost £19,000. The right answer is bird. That's fantastic. That's it. That's the trip, the Ruby wedding. It's all covered. Have a look. Keep on about it's a dream. It's not a dream. This is for real. This is proper money, tax-free. £50,000. Want to take it? No. OK, I'll put it there. Right. Next question is for £75,000. Pat has no lifelines, but she might well go for it. We'll take a break. Don't go away. Welcome back to the final part of tonight's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Now, if you could find a use for £1 million, what are you waiting for? Give us a call. 09068 444444. And before you know it, you could find yourself sitting here just like Pat, who's doing really rather well. She's currently on £50,000 and she cannot lose that amount of money. Pat, you look bewildered, numb.
Yes,
quiet.
that's good. Bewildered and numb. Yes.
You've got £50,000. Feel good?
It does feel good, yeah.
Want to try some more?
Well, we might as well try the next one, mightn't
Well,
we?
we might, mightn't we? Well, you, basically. You can't lose on this. You have no lifelines left, but thanks to your son and various lifelines through, that's how you get there, because that's how it works, and that's what they're for. Question number 8 is for £75,000. You might as well have a go at this. You might as well play it no matter what. You cannot lose on this question, and it's worth 75 grand. Question number 8 of a possible 12 is this. Which of these composers wrote an opera based on Shakespeare's Othello? Why are you looking at me like that?
I don't know.
You're going to say frog, aren't you?
Yeah. No bird.
Verdi, Beethoven, Mozart, Mussorgsky. Now.
OK, I don't know is the answer, but not the final one. I'm not sure I can apply a lot of reason to that. I did Othello, you know, for A-level, long time ago. But not the opera, the play.
What's your instinct?
For absolutely no logical reason, I'm thinking Beethoven or Mozart. But no logical reason.
It's a bit like frog and lizard.
It was. And it turned out to be neither, so maybe we ought to go for Verdi or Mussorgsky.
We might. Take your time. It's worth playing this question, even if you're wrong. You will still go home with a huge cheque for £50,000.
I think, for no reason at all, I'm going to go Verdi.
OK. Is that your final? I've no idea how we're getting where.
No, I don't know either.
Is that your final answer?
Verdi, final answer.
Well, let's go through this. You thought it was... This is a bit of a frog and lizard, because
Yeah,
you thought it was either Beethoven or Mozart.
I did.
You briefly wandered a bit towards Mussorgsky, even though you're not quite sure who he is. And you think he probably plays for Chelsea. And then you went Verdi, final answer.
Yeah.
Why did you do that?
I've no idea. Because I'd wandered round the other three. I can't explain
Stop talking.
it. Okay.
You just won 75. I don't know how either. But it's great, and I love you.
That's not possible.
It is possible. Verdi is the right answer. You said Verdi, final answer, orange, ding, back of the net. How? I don't know. But then, you know, you've been like that since you sat down, frankly. It's been fantastic. Now, look. This is where we are now. Pat, you have won £75,000.
That's a lot of money.
Yes, it's a lot of money. But if I don't want to give you that, I'd love to give you the next one. Now, this is an interesting one. You have no lifelines, which is a shame, because this is a great moment, I always think, in the show. If you go for this and give me a wrong answer, you lose £25,000. You still know you will go home with £50,000. If you go for it and give me the right answer, you double your money to 150 grand. So if anybody ever feels brave, it's a great question. Take your time, you have no lifelines, but have a look at question number 9. I would love you to know the answer. It's worth 150 grand, here it comes. In 2006, who was elected the first Speaker of the House of Lords? Viscount Ullswater, Baroness Fuchs, Baroness Hayman, Lord Grenfell.
Okay. It's a woman. So it's one of those two women.
The first Speaker of the House of Lords. Why are you so sure it's...
Oh, hang on. Having said that, it's a woman now. It's a woman now. I don't know whether that's something they carry on being or whether they come in and out. And even then, I wouldn't know which Baroness to go for.
In 2006, who was elected the first Speaker of the House of Lords? Viscount Ullswater, Baroness Fuchs, Baroness Hayman, Lord Grenfell. One of those is worth 150,000.
With a £25,000 drop.
Yes. You guarantee 50,000, you can take
I know.
75.
I can't begin to tell you how Mick's suffering up there. I don't know. And £75,000 is great, and I'm going to stop and take it. Thank you very much, and say final answer.
She has been fantastic. Pat, bless you, you have been such a great sport. Now have a look. You can take it now. It's yours. You've won
Yes,
it.
I can.
You've won it. Try and concentrate.
Can't reach it, but...
£75,000. Give her a big hand. Great. I tell you what, darling, you have deserved every pound of that. Now, just out of interest, just before you go, which one would you have gone for?
Fuchs, Baroness Fuchs, B. And I'd really, really like it to be wrong.
It was completely wrong.
Oh, good.
The right answer was Baroness Heyman.
Was a woman.
Give her a big hand. £75,000. But the bad news for the other guys, that's all we've got time for. It's been a packed old show. Earlier on tonight, Annette Bartley returned with £2,000 from last time. She left very happily, having multiplied her winnings by 10 to £20,000. Pat Collard here did even better. She won a fantastic £75,000. It does mean she and Mick are going to Antarctica, and they're going to have a ruby wedding they will never, ever forget. The lines have now closed on our viewers' game, so please stop calling. You will not be included in tonight's competition. I can tell you the correct answer to the question: Punch and Judy shows and donkey rides traditionally take place at the seaside. Well done. So if you said B, you may have won £1,000. Somebody has. So from Pat here, 75 grand better off. From me, everybody here on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, good night. See you next time.
When Cheryl Cole was announced as the new judge, what did you actually think?
We're not similar, we don't have the same ideas about stuff, and that's a good thing.
Next on ITV2, Danny Minogue uncuts on Piers Morgan's life stories. Here on ITV1, it's the final 7 days on the breadline.